Hey everybody out there in YouTube land. I am back at my old digs. I'm kind of, doing a little house sitting here, and I'm sort of over at this place that has this really cool bar set up. Unfortunately, I can't really have any of the lighting or anything on because it affects my setup here. Anyway, what I have to show you guys today is the Sterling by Musicman Cutlass. I found this one on sale. This one's in Fire Mist Silver. This is a situation where it has some really difficult to understand serial number on it, so I couldn't really tell you when it was made. I'd have to get into a decoder. So this is the Sterling again, which would mean that this is sort of Music Man's B company, but Sterlings are kind of just really good guitars. So this guitar is normally around 500 something bucks, and they currently have them on sale for like $359, which is pretty good. For that, you get this really heavily baked maple neck. You get locking tuners. You get Ernie Ball Music Man pickups. You get Music Man Sterling's famous 2-point trem. Now, I'm playing everything through my little Black Star V3 here. Let me just go ahead and show you how this thing sounds a little bit. So just the neck single coil. Neck and middle. Middle. This is one coil off the bridge and middle. And bridge. And that's all clean, of course. It is capable of single coils even sound pretty good dirty. So, with all of that being said, or with all of that being heard, do I like this instrument? The answer to that is yes, I do like this instrument. I think it would be very weird not to like this instrument. But what I don't like is this instrument at its current price. I don't know about this particular model. I know they have a model in blue that's also on sale, so I can only assume that they are like the same series. I will mainly point out that this is not what you'd call a full thickness Stratocaster, okay? It's maybe a little bit thicker than a Squire, but it is not a full thickness Strat. It does, however, have a badass neck on it, okay, and I'll explain that in a second. And the trem system is as good as a Fender. I think Sterlings are a little bit better They have pop-in bars and stuff like that. So, this basically stays where you put it. And I know you guys see me kind of tuning this thing up, but you have to keep in mind that it is brand new, this thing. So, and it is very easy to tune up pretty quick. So what do and don't I like about it? I think that the thing I like most about it is that it's a Sterling and it feels good to play. The neck's a little heavier than I like, but I mean, for the quality of neck you're getting, I'm willing to overlook that. Okay. I think that, as I said, the pickups really sound, really quite good for, what you're getting. I don't know that I think that the guitar is worth 500 something bucks, especially when the Mariposa is about the same price as this thing. So really what you kind of have to decide is what's more important to you. Do you want the Strat look and the hum sing sing thing going on? Or do you want double humbuckers and a really cool kind of offset look? The neck on the Mariposa, aside from what it says on the headstock, the neck on the Mariposa and the neck on the Cutlass are the same. I own them both. So as far as I can tell, there's no difference there. What don't I like about it? Well, I'm not hot about I wanted to try a silver guitar out to see how. This is what they had also. I wanted to try a silver guitar out. I've never owned a silver guitar. This color is actually called Fire Mist Silver. I don't know. I know the lighting's weird in here, but it has some pearlescent in it that gives it kind of a smoky look. I guess the color's okay. The white pickguard's kind of blah for me. I think what would really make this guitar look good is a different color pickguard, like something that goes well with silver, like maybe a loud green or a nice red. I'd like to avoid blue because of the Cowboys thing. But I basically like the guitar. It is not the favorite of my Sterlings. I own about 4 Sterlings now, and I would say this one's my least favorite. But what this guitar is, I mean, it is a, let me do this. Yeah, I mean, these are its stock pickups. I'm going to probably change this bridge pickup out to an X2N. I have it in the car ready to do. I just want you guys to hear how this comes stock. I mean, that is it's very capable of producing. It also has by the way, this amp also has a manual setting that you can set up, so it's just flat and it works as a loudspeaker if you want to run like modeling through it and stuff. But this is actually a modeling amp. I guess this is a dual product review. I mean, these little V3 things are neat. I don't typically like small amps, but for a small amp that sounds really good. So yeah, what bothers me? The trim on this is probably a little better than on the Mariposa. It's the same unit, but on the Mariposa it's set up so that you can't set it up to dive unless you crock it, which is a little bit old school. It's like, why have a 2-point on there? Kind of. This would be an excellent live guitar. I think that this would be like my live beast, um, because it despite what you're hearing here is kind of new, and I've just set it up for me, so all the buzzing and stuff you're hearing, I'm hoping will kind of play out. That would be the other thing I don't like about it is I just don't. I think it's going to need a level and crown. This particular Sterling doesn't seem like it was set up very well. Now, that happens. That's not should not be a reflection of a guitar company, but I feel like I'm going to have to do a level and crown on this because I just feel like I should be able to get the high E string, especially, a little lower than it is here. I also think that this is a hybrid set of strings. I think it's a 9 through a 52, which I don't particularly care for. I'd rather put a more standard 42 set back on it. And I'm starting to really like the heel adjustable truss rod thing. I mean, really, what you get for your money at the current sale price is amazing. Amazing. I would go grab one of these. I'd grab one of these over a Squire, definitely. There's an Affinity Squire that's around the same price, and I'd grab this. It's a better guitar. And like I said, I don't know anything about a Cutlass. Normally, this could be the normal body thickness for a Cutlass, and if so, that's fine. The guitar is what I would call somewhat heavy. That baked maple is heavy. It is not. It seems a little headstock heavy, but it's not. I mean, it's a very well balanced, well playing guitar. I mean, I can do all the normal, guitar stuff that we need to be able to kind of do with things like this. So, would I get one of these? Yes, I would get any. Actually, I would get any Sterling you could afford. The John Petrucci model the JP60 goes on sale for under $500 quite often. The same with the 7-string of that, the JP70, that goes on sale for right around $500 or like $479 even sometimes. I would definitely bite the bullet on a Sterling. If you haven't played a Sterling, I mean, Music Men are really expensive, and they're just still not in the realm of my affordability. I would pick one of these up, but it's not gonna make you. This isn't one of those guitars that's exactly going to make you a better player, but it will put you ahead of the game because you have things like locking tuners, and you can really wail on it pretty good trim wise, and it's kind of a shred guitar. The one thing that I don't necessarily like about sing hum guitars is the electronics sometimes cripple the humbucker or make the single coils too bright. I'm not sure what exactly it is in this case. I think they've made the single coils bright, but they don't sound too bad. That humbucker does sound like it's a bit compressed though, so it wouldn't surprise me if there's 250k electronics in here, and that for me is a problem. I would rather turn my volume down when I go to single coil mode, but I'm planning on replacing the electronics to a certain extent anyway, so I'm basically going to wire this up as a humbucker here and a humbucker here, I think. Anyway, get one!